2018 Marvel Studios movie Black Panther, directed by Ryan Coogler, now explored its significance and the parallels between it and the 1958 African novel Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. Here, T'Challa visits the Ancestral plane after his powers as Black Panther restored. The opening of the scene features an establishment arc shot, which is a shot that physically revolves around the central character, that shows the child rising out of the ground. It allows for a smooth transition as he was previously buried in the sand, and the cooler purple and blue hues along with the ghastly music enhance the idea that he is coming into a sort of mysterious afterlife. The viewer's attention is immediately drawn to the tree of panthers and over-the-shoulder shot with the tree in focus while T'Challa is out of focus, making clear the importance of the subject, the panthers, in the shot, and giving them power. Notice how strings also start playing as the tree comes into view. Coogler chooses to attach an air of mystique and power to the tree. The opening of the scene also features a master and airy shot, film techniques which are used to broader perspective and introduce the setting characters. We can see here that the setting is in a plain, most likely in Africa, reminiscent of the natural, traditional, and ancestral continent before the Africans built established settlements, which pairs well with that, and this is the ancestral plain of the Wakanda kings. It also has the effect of making T'Challa look small and insignificant compared to the tree of panthers which tower over him. After the panther on the left emerges as T'Chaka, we see a medium close-up of the characters, who are emphasized by being placed on the strong right axis in an over-the-shoulder shot reverse shot. An over-the-shoulder shot is taken from behind the character, with them out of focus, while a shot reverse shot flips between characters in conversation. While that is a lot, it makes perfect sense as both the medium close-up and the over-the-shoulder shot appropriately express both characters' relieved and overjoyed expression in this intimate scene. Note the music here. We see here that the background of the string music heightens in pitch, which influences the viewer's emotions and relates to T'Challa's and T'Chaka's exuberant joy. With T'Chaka being the one laughing and patting T'Challa, speaking in his cultural language, the director sets a tone of familiarity and comfort for T'Challa, resting in his father's embrace. Whereas T'Challa was previously a ferocious warrior, this power reversal reminds the viewer of T'Chaka's wisdom and power and gives T'Challa the closure he needs. The father-son relationship seen in the ancestral plane is thematically crucial to represent the passing of power over T'Challa. All this comes together to support Coogler's intent to use T'Challa's time in the ancestral plane to provide personal transformation and internal transition of kingship from T'Chaka to T'Challa.
I'm sorry. Stand up. You are a king.
T'Challa's initial instinct is to rest in the comforting shadow of his father, shown in a medium close-up, where you can see all of T'Challa's head, but only the lower part of T'Chaka's body. The exaggerated physical discrepancy depicts the father-son hierarchy being further built upon to promote T'Challa's personal transition to kingship. After a shot reverse shot depicting T'Chaka's words "Stand up, you are a king," and T'Challa's subsequent shot, the climax occurs as T'Challa's final transition to kingship happens. After he stands up, Coogler shows that they are both the same height, depicting the two characters as equals. Though the camera is slightly tilted upwards toward T'Chaka, Coogler is not undermining their now equal status, but instead depicting the gradual transition of power. The music is also critical to this shot, which suddenly gets louder and higher in pitch, showcasing both T'Challa's astonishment and his personal rise to kingship and equalness with his father. The following dual shot appropriately continues to complete the transition by depicting them as true equals, side by side.
A man who has not prepared his children for his own death has failed as a father. Have I ever failed you? Never. Tell me how to bet.
After some more conversation, T'Challa finally gains confidence and initiative as king, as evidenced through his new position on the right strong axis. While the father previously spoke in proverbs and his cultural language to illustrate his wisdom, T'Challa speaks English, which exemplifies his directness and power. This directly relates to things fall apart, but proverbs are similarly used to illustrate wisdom and power in speech.
Trust. You're a good man, with a good heart. And it's hard for a good man to be king.
The scene ends with his father's warning of T'Challa's mercy, which foreshadows T'Challa's internal conflict about Wakanda's role in the world and his perspective on Killmonger. Overall, T'Challa's visit to the Ancestral Plane was ultimately a directorial move that allowed Coogler to transition T'Challa to the kingship internally by providing closure and wisdom. Its importance is amplified by the cultural significance of the setting, the father-son relationship, and the cultural language, which all allude to similar themes and things fall apart.